tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
When I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about it.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. A quick throw there is incomplete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They go play action with Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're already giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Third and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. And the Giants first down. First and 10.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 78 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On to give, it's Tracy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Eagles 23.
Now Wilson running left on the option. He pitches it out, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. From the 9, second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Third and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Third down, here's Tracy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Throwing is Hurts. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Formation for the Giants.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So halftime is upon us on... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
At the 26-yard line.
Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Stiff-armed him. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll run with Barkley. Shreds into the stiff arm. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now, during that run, an injury here. They got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Great. Set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Well, the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Ready? 19.
Here's Barkley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Working to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Now Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
There's Wilson to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 4.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Blankenship on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
380.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Wilson on the keeper. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the
To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A hole to dig out of here. Second and 17. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 45 yards. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game near the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the wide receiver screen here for Neighbors. And he's taken down inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tracy. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Right back to Tracy. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Kurtz down to one knee, and that should just about do it. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up